Hi everyone, this is Ed from Avidcode. Tonight I've got the first Sharp Car Connect with functional firmware, so I'm going to make a quick video to show it in action. So this is what Sharp Car Connect looks like. It's a standard OBD2 form factor. One end plugs into your diagnostic port. The other end has a USB port so that you can plug it into a computer for easy firmware updates. So tonight I'll demonstrate how to use it to turn a couple of features on. And I'll start with the one that almost everyone seems to be interested in, the performance pages. So you'll start, make sure your car is in the run position. The engine doesn't have to be running, but just toggle it so that the car is in run. You'll notice that I've got performance pages are not enabled on my car, but I'm going to turn them on. So we're going to take the Sharp Car Connect, we're going to plug it into the diagnostic port. Sorry, I'm not showing it actually going in, but okay, so there it is plugged in. And so we're going to enable this. Oh, it's also important that you have your radio turned off when you're using this. That's because we use the steering wheel controls to go through the menus and select things. And if you didn't have your radio turned off, it's going to be going crazy and changing channels. And also, the radio will be sending data that we're going to use in the menu for the Sharp Car Connect. So we don't want anything interfering with it. So just turn the radio off and everything will be fine using the power button down there on the volume knob. So to enter the mode, you're going to hold the back button for about 4 seconds. And in about 4 seconds, you'll see two things happen. One, you'll see that the temperature display goes to 4 degrees. Now that 4 basically just means that you're in menu item 4, which is the Car Connect logo, Sharp Car Connect logo. And it also displays Sharp Car Connect on the EVIC screen. So I'm going to browse using the steering wheel button. We're going to use, the top and bottom buttons are up, down, and then the center is going to be the select button. And then back, you'll use back to go back a menu. So I'm going to scroll down to the configure menu, and I'm going to hit the select button. So that's going to open up a couple of menus, and the 5 degrees up there basically tells you that there are 5 items in the menu, 5 different things that you can toggle through. The display is only updated about once a second, so don't mash the buttons too quickly or you'll skip menu items. So I'm going to scroll down. So we've got radio. So this is number 1, radio. Going to select it. Oh, never mind, that's surround sound. Don't want to worry about that right now. Safety, lighting. Trying to browse through. I'm brand new using this thing too, so keep in mind that I'm still figuring it out on my own too. So I'm going to go to display. I believe it's in. Powertrain. I think that's item 5. Okay, display. The software, we still don't have 100% firmware. There's still a little bit of bugs in here. That's why I'm hitting the button a couple times. And you can also notice the display, the temperature display toggling. That's because the car is also trying to tell the radio what the temperature is. So the car is also trying to tell the EVIC what temperature it is. So we were having a little bit of a fight there. Doesn't mean anything bad. That's just what it does right now. Hopefully we can get that fixed, but if we don't, I'm sure you guys can work around that too. So now that I'm on display, I'm going to hit the center button, or the select button, and the first menu is SRT pages. You can see it has a little bit of description there. You know, it tells you enable the SRT performance pages on Uconnect. So we're going to hit the select button one more time, and it's going to check to see if it's enabled. So right now it says it's disabled. To enable, press select. So I'm going to press that center button one more time, and now it's going to enable that. It says finishing up. The radio is going to reboot. You'll get a service park assist system error if you have the backup sensors. That's just because the radio is turned off and the car notices it and it's complaining about it, but it's nothing to worry about. It goes away in just a couple of seconds. So now we're booting back up. And now you can see the SRT pages are enabled. You know, you've got your car, your timers, G-forces, your gauges, another page of gauges, your engine, handling, and then there's to just change some of the menus. So now the performance pages are enabled. So the next thing I'm going to do is enable the SRT pages on the smaller screen, because there are actually two SRT pages there are two SRT features. One gives you all the information on the EVIC, and I think this will work for people who don't have the 8.4 Uconnect screen. They'll still be able to use some of the SRT pages. So you can see I can go through, and I don't have an SRT menu. Normally that's down at the bottom here. You can see that I don't have that menu. So let's turn that on. So let's scroll back to the top so we can see our EVIC. So we can see our Sharp Car Connect menu. So I'm going to go back one, because we're still in the SRT Uconnect pages. I'm going to go back one step, and I'm going to scroll to the SRT EVIC. So I'm going to turn that on now. So it's going to check to see if it's enabled. It says it's disabled. We're going to push the button one more time to enable it. And now, if we scroll down, now I have an SRT menu. So if I go into it, you can see that I've got 0 to 60 timers, G-force timers, 1/8 mile, 1/4 mile, braking distance. So all that is now on the EVIC screen. So now I'm going to show you one more, and that's going to be the sport mode. You can see I don't have a sport mode button here. So I'm going to go back here, and this is in a different menu. See, I think I'll hit configure, display, radio, safety, lighting. I believe that's in powertrain. So I'm going to select powertrain. And there it is. Sport mode is the first one. So I'm going to select the button. It'll check to see if it's enabled or not. It says it's disabled. So I'm going to press one more time to enable it. And so now it's going to reboot again. Again, we'll get the service park assist, but it doesn't mean anything. So rebooting. Okay, so now when I go to controls, you'll see I have the sport mode button now. When I turn it on, no, I guess the car needs to be running. Here, let me turn it back to cycle it back to run. Maybe it needs that. You see now you get the SRT menu when it turns on. This. Let's go back to controls, sport. There, now it turns on. I get the sport mode indicator, and now the car has sport mode. So, thanks for watching. I really hope that we'll be able to get these things out very quickly, and we'll get them into your hands and let you all start playing with them and giving us some feedback and features that you want us to add or cool ideas, and we'll see what we can get going with this. Thanks a lot for watching. Night.